Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me. In this practice video, I want to talk about the same shape that occurs in staff pose, half forward fold, and a couple variations here in headstand and shoulder stand. Now, whether or not you ever do those particular inversions, I think it's so helpful to kind of see the relationships. Okay, it's always my go-to for whenever I'm trying to figure out alignment and tweaking my alignment while in each pose. So in all four of them, I'm going to go ahead and step back to the mat. All four of them, there is the temptation and the tendency to want to do this, whether we're in this half forward fold, okay, or in I'll go down to the mat in a second, in a seated with the legs out in front. Every one of them challenges our hamstring flexibility and our kind of challenge in just being as lengthened, spacious, upright as possible. So I first just want to show the shape in Ardha Uttanasana, or half intense stretch. So it's just half forward fold. So center lines of the feet would be parallel, lengthen the spine, and just a note that all four of these poses each have their own pose focus video. So just kind of, for more detailed instructions, feel free to check it out there. But here, just the consistency, the center lines of the feet, lengthen the spine, arms can be positioned however you want, okay? Whatever gives you a sense of awareness and length and intention, okay? So I have to, because my hamstrings are pretty flexible, I actually have to work at staying more aware of engaging the quadriceps, of not going into too much of a sway or a back bend. So I'm just trying to keep the channels open, lengthened. So I just want you to see this shape and kind of see how it's going to enter into staff pose, okay? So same positioning with the legs. Okay, center lines of the feet parallel. Okay, hands can, again, all kinds of options. With the hands, I'm just trying to keep a sense of length and space. Now you can always tilt back. So if when you're forward folding, you're not able to come to that 90-degree angle, don't force it in this position. You would actually want to see or expect to see a consistent angle, a consistent shape. Okay, so whatever you need with your hands, what you're looking for, the length and the space, not the slouch. Okay, right? We would never want to really reaffirm this, because we want to reaffirm this. So now I'm going to go right into the variation of shoulder stand. Okay, and I might not get it to an exact 90-degree angle because I won't be able to look around and tell, but hopefully this will give you an idea. I think what's really most important about this is the shape of the spine. So I really want you to just see the length and the space of it, and thinking of it in terms of half forward fold and staff pose. Okay, so coming into this, and everyone has different entries. Okay, usually I come into plow, or on my way to plow, from shoulder stand. But what I'm really working on here is the setup, so I can, probably wasn't far enough away from the table, but enough so I can get space in the spine, space in the hips. I don't want to collapse, okay, in my spine. I want to, if I really think about this as forward fold, okay, my feet would be on the ground, right, and really engaged in the legs, length in the legs, length in the torso, okay, without rounding. Okay, so even as I exit, I'm not collapsing. I'll just show, hopefully I won't hit the table, this would be collapsing. And everything about collapsing is so unpleasant, okay, so I really try to avoid it. So that's the third, okay. Now I just want to show it in headstand, and again, more as a visual, a teaching tool for the spine, okay, and also to notice how far my seat is going to go, okay, and just to kind of reaffirm, again, the shape. So in half forward fold, you can see the seat's relationship to the heels. Okay, so when I come into headstand, my seat is not going to stay directly over my head. My seat is actually going to travel that way, okay, so that I can keep my spine neutral. Okay, so we're looking for the consistencies because our mind, okay, our body, we love consistencies, and they're much easier to figure out, okay, what should I do when we have an awareness of the consistent relationships. So I'm just going to set up here. Again, more looking at the spine, okay, than anything else. Just careful with my setup. Okay, so already here, I'm getting my seat back, so that I can lift the legs. Otherwise, I'd be forced into some sort of round. So I'm looking for energy, engagement in the legs, length in the spine, space in the hips, and it all feels so good. I wouldn't even want to show or do the collapse. If I did, I would go into some sort of really uncomfortable somersault, painful, sinuses clog immediately. So our body loves space and length and expansiveness, okay? So each one of these, right, they're all related, all for it. I just think that's such a beautiful thing. Whether or not you ever do all four positions, right? I hope that these images are helpful as you're trying to figure out what to do, okay, in your forward fold, and it might be here. Therefore, your staff pose would have a consistent angle. So anyway, I could talk on and on and on. I get so excited about these same shapes, okay? But I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.